Aries. Oh, gosh. Alright, guys. So the underlying energy is the Nine of Pentacles. Oh no. Comfort zones. Underneath that, the Hangman. Seeing things from a different perspective. Until then, nothing happens. Ay, ay, ay. So, right now, this is about having faith. This is what it's all about. Having faith, believing in yourself, believing in the potential for the greatness in the relationship, or in regards to opening up to new love. Because I think the Queen of Swords, she knows her truth, she stands by her truth, she's very clear on her truth, but I don't think the advice is really saying to be the Queen of Swords in the sense of like detaching and not really, connecting with your emotions, since this is about a relationship, this is about being emotional. And I feel like there's a reason why you're protective of yourself, which as you should have good boundaries and protect yourself in that sense, but not in the sense of detachment. Now you've been in the comfort zone for some time. You know your strengths, you know your confidence, you know you're independent, but it's about whether or not this is something that you can see potentially going and following through, because you have stress here in the future. Okay, you're stressed out about what's going on in the future and what's to come, right? You don't know, like exactly what I was saying. As when those three cards I was saying, this is what they all lined up to be, and I shuffled them. You just saw that, and here we are, same cards. Now, in the past, you have the Eight of Swords, so definitely unsure of what to do at one point, kind of feeling stuck in your thoughts, not able to really kind of, see the path ahead. But I feel like you've overcome that, and you're now kind of looking to be, it's weird, it's like almost like because you feel trapped, you're ready to kind of be a little aggressive in getting out of this trapped energy. You don't want to be backed into a corner, and that's kind of what I get the feeling of. You guys feel like you're backed into a corner at some point. For some of you guys, you're really going and taking this, you're going through a hard time here. I'm going to actually clarify why you have the Five of Swords here. And the Five of Swords is coming with the Three of Wands. It's almost like you're expecting something to come in. You're expecting something to happen. I feel like maybe you guys didn't know what to do about a situation regarding love. And now that you guys have set something in motion, you are expecting something to kind of come down. And you don't know whether or not to be selfish about going forward or negotiating. Let me see why the Five of Swords is coming up in the present for y'all. The Eight of Pentacles, so there's a lot of work that needs to be done, or effort that's when you put in, and I feel like you guys are really trying to make something happen. Then that's what it looks like to me. It's not backed into a corner. It's like you're trying to make something happen, and you just don't have and it's like you're really. It's to compensate for the lack of confidence that you have in this relationship or this process and whatever this goal is that you're trying to get to. And I feel like you're working very hard, really focused on what you're trying to make happen, and it's just like that Five of Swords is almost like, well, hey, I kind of have to do what I got to do to get what I've got to get to where I want to be. But in that respect, I feel like I don't know how this Ace of Cups is blocking this. I don't really see how this Ace of Cups is the problem. I think this is like, I feel like, yes, this may be the reason why you're working so hard and focusing so deeply and diligently, and your concentration is basically like, it's very, like, you guys have a very ruthless mentality right now, and it's because you really want something, you know? And I feel like this desire to have something so badly is causing a lot of stress in the future. I think you guys really want this new beginning to kick off with a bang, and a good one. But I feel like this Three of Wands is like you have, there's this. What are you expecting at this point, right? So what are you expecting to happen? What are you expecting to come through? What message are you expecting to come in? Are you guys? I don't understand. Three of Cups. No, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, you're expecting another second chance at something. So you're just focusing on what you need to do. You're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your life, your balance. What work needs to be done, because a new time and a new beginning is coming in, and all you need to do right now is focus. And I get that. Some of you guys are maybe really aggressive about stuff because you don't really want this new beginning. I don't think you guys want to be in a relationship for a moment. I think you guys are some of you guys are struggling to keep a relationship together. That's what I kind of see. Some of you guys are struggling to keep a relationship together. Some of you guys are struggling to stay single because I think there's somebody around you right now that's awoken up some feelings. Because if that was the case, you know, this Ace of Cups wouldn't exist. Some of you guys are really focusing and, you know, distracting yourself with work and trying to just kind of put your head down and not really focus on anything else. And I feel like there's something that's coming in that's going to change that. It's going to change your perspective of love. It's going to change everything because of the Wheel of Fortune and that Three of Wands. Because your future is looking so stressed out. You look so stressed, but your advice is the Queen of Swords. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, like the focus should be that you know you're independent, you know your truths, you know your boundaries, trust in those things, and be able to move forward here. And the fact of the matter is, like the Star is healing, and the Ace of Cups is healing, and the only thing I'm seeing here is a lot of stress, worry, and doubt. The Queen of Swords doesn't do any of those things. She doesn't stress, she doesn't worry, she doesn't doubt. She trusts her faith, she trusts her belief in herself, her morals, her boundaries to be able to withstand what comes her way. So whatever you guys are waiting on, whatever you guys expect to come in, know that you have everything you need and everything that you've got, you know, set up to protect you. And if you haven't, you know, I feel like that's why you guys are working so hard. Perhaps you guys are working so hard to come up with the boundaries that you need to and really enforce those, you know, take no for an answer. Don't take no for an answer, right? You know, don't let people just walk all over you. And I feel like that's some of the things you're doing. You work really hard to be very selfish because sometimes you just need to be very selfish if people around you are taking advantage of you. So somebody could be around you at work that's sabotaging your stuff. Like you may be trying to handle yourself, doing your own thing, but you just kind of, you keep getting hit with people that are just sabotaging your stuff. So yeah, you may have to just cut some people off, or maybe you have to kind of be aggressive and let people know, hey, don't fuck with me. Because this Queen of Swords, she don't play. She don't let nobody walk all over her stuff. She don't let nobody walk all over her, period. And for some of you guys, you may just be feeling like you are getting sabotaged by somebody. Or somebody's just doing something to you at your workplace. Because that's the Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, that's a workplace energy. Somebody could be doing some stuff to you at work, and you're just getting fed up with it. So, and the Five of Swords is like someone that's trying to do anything and everything they can to win, to get something. You know? To do something. You know, to win some sort of argument, to win some sort of thing. I don't know what thing it is though, and I can't be too specific because this is a general read for everybody. But somebody's trying to get something at any cost, and I feel like it's because this. I think this is because this is, you know, at one period of time there was maybe a little bit less, you know, a little more passive energy, and this time you're serious about getting it. But what are you so stressed about? Why are you so stressed? Because the Queen of Swords. Somebody else? But are you stressed about... Okay, so you don't want to be mean. You don't want to have to cut somebody. You don't want to be aggressive. Maybe this is you guys just not want to be aggressive. You know what? Mars, your ruling planet, is in Pisces. So yeah, it's understandable. But the thing is like, you are stressed out about being aggressive with somebody. But you may have to cut some people out. You may have to be... You may have to be aggressive with somebody. Right? Unfortunately. But you don't have to be, you don't have to do it in the way that you don't like to do it. Maybe this is a Queen of Swords, meaning like this is an Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that's in your life right now. And I feel like you guys have an opportunity with this person to offer to this person some sort of long-term commitment, which is why you're working so hard right now. And the Four of Swords is like this was a temporary break. And I think this is like this is a second chance with somebody that you know, that you want to be with. And I think that the situation is that you're afraid to get rejected. Because Nine of Pentacles, even though that's the singlehood card, some of you guys may not be trying to be single. Some of you guys may be trying to connect with somebody from the past, but this person has been very rude to you before. Or maybe someone's cut you off before, rejected you before. And you're trying very hard to be, you know, to be ready for this. I think you have a new chance, a new start, but you have hope with a relationship with somebody that's probably not trying to have a new beginning with someone with you. Hopefully that's not the case, and I hope I'm completely wrong with this, and that you guys are trying very hard to work on something that isn't reconnectable. But it's saying that this is the Wheel of Fortune. That means that there's a second chance. There is a possibility of something new happening or coming in, a new opportunity coming in with somebody. But the Nine of Swords is like you're stressed about the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is your goal and ambition. And what it looks like is that somebody's offered you either some pentacles, and you've got to think about it because you're afraid of being hurt again. Now I don't know if you're gonna reject. I don't know if this person's gonna reject you. I think you're probably gonna reject this person because you're afraid. But not really. You're not really afraid. You really want this to happen. I think you guys really see the potential for greatness with this relationship. But the reason why you're taking a really cold approach right now, or you guys are, not sure if it's worth the sacrifice or worth the effort to make this happen, is because you've been hurt before. This person has hurt you. But you still love this person, which is why I think this is why the Ace of Cups is coming up, because there is love involved, there is feelings involved, and as much as there's this desire to detach, there is no way you can, because you still feel something for this person. And it's hard to be able to move forward when you have the past still dictating and controlling your every move. And what I mean by that is like you're letting the past be the reason why you have your guard up, why you're defensive, why you are, aggressive this time around, why you're more, adamant about something going one way or the other. Because death is in your outcome, and it's saying it talks about releasing something, letting something go, so that way there can be space for something new, something that's prosperous. But so that means that whatever you're doing right now with that Five of Swords is because something's happened in the past that led you to believe that you have to do that. And death is saying it's time to release. And that makes sense. Five of Swords, Nine of Swords, whatever this is, you have got to let it go. You've got to finally let this stuff heal and not hold on to it, because the situation here is showing there's a new possibility, there's new options, or there's a new opportunity that could go in a totally different direction as long as you do something different. And I'm not saying this to blame you, because this is not I don't think anything is your fault. Everything happens for a reason. The way you are right now is because of something. But acknowledge it and let it go, because right now you have something new that's trying to come in, but you can't because you haven't healed from it in the first place. Be honest with yourself and understand that whatever happened, happened. And what you've learned from it can make you stronger and not make you weaker. Let the past empower you, not hold you back. Because what it looks like is that you guys have a new beginning coming in, but there's past pains, there's old stuff coming up, and it hurts so bad that it's causing you guys to react in a way that you wouldn't typically. There's grudges here, and I think it's time to let them go. And even if this is a brand new individual, the past is still kind of lingering, mending. See what I'm saying, guys? Let's talk about letting things go. Forgiving. Forgive the person, forgive the event, forgive yourself, forgive everything that's happened before. Because it's not going to be the same thing this time. You can change it. It can very well be the same way it happened before. But you have to do something different in order for things to turn out differently. And how you start is by forgiving the situation, forgiving the past, forgiving yourself, forgiving the other person, forgiving the events that had went down. So that way you don't take that with you with this new time around. So you don't toxify that next chapter forward. And I don't believe you truly ever toxify anything. But the only reason why I say it is because it gets a lot of people's attention. Everything happens for a reason. You take your old stuff with you, there's a reason why you had to go through the experience with your old stuff lingering. But if you want a brand new start, you want to start fresh, it's time to let that go. It's time to leave that old stuff behind. Whatever's gotten you guys to feel like you guys have to just, force something or to do something beyond your limits, it's time to figure out another way. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And this doesn't mean that this has to be bad flags. This could be flags of someone that you can trust. Because the Queen of Swords, you can always trust the Queen of Swords. And the thing is with the Queen of Swords, though, coming for anybody else, I always see her as having relationship, or not relationship issues, but, no, well, not just relationship issues, but trusting issues. I think that a lot of this has to do with trust. You doing things on your own. You just kind of being very self-oriented, and that's cool, but just understand this person around you may be trustworthy and you're just not giving them the chance to be. But pay attention to the red flags, meaning is that don't listen to your signs, listen to your guides, listen to your intuition right now. Really assess and analyze this person if you're going to do that, because I don't know if this person truly means harm. I don't think this person is trying to hurt you this time.